Hello, my name's Anna Kettle and this is one of a series of films about how to do combed and stamped pargeting. Right, we're going to make a pargeting comb. Here's one that I made earlier. It consists of 6 pieces of dowel with the pointed ends. Dowel comes in all sorts of diameters, so you can choose the size to suit your job in question. And a couple of pieces of timber to give a handle, and that magic ingredient, car body filler, which if they'd had that 300 years ago, I'm sure they would have used it. I suspect what they actually used was whittled pieces of wood from the hedgerow and perhaps some twine, but car body filler works very well. I recommend it. So first of all, you find a piece of dowel and sharpen the end, and just like that, it works very well. And keep going round until you get to a point. When you're sharpening the ends, you want to try and make sure all of the pieces that you're using are all about the same shape of end, and then get the saw and chop it down to a suitable length, which I probably shan't do here because I haven't got a vise, so I shall do it later and come back. So I have 5 pieces of dowel and 2 pieces of timber, and I need to join them together, and here comes the car body filler. But first, a pair of gloves, a little pot, a spatula, and some very sticky car body filler. Mix that up with the second part. That's all evenly mixed like that, and then the car body filler can be sort of buttered all over the timber, spreading it out well, and the same with this one. And then just lay the fingers down on top of it. And that's pretty much it. I'll sort of squeeze it together so that it's nice and rectangular, and that's most of it. I might add a little bit more car body filler on the end. What I don't want is for the... What I like to do now is put some gaffer tape around it to hold it in place while it's setting. It's not compulsory, but in case it gets knocked or something. And the final and the important bit is to line it up this way up and push down on the ends so that all the tips are at the same length. And at that point, you just leave it until the car body filler's set, and I'll come back in a minute or two. Good, so the car body filler has set up nicely. The comb is strong, so I can take off the tape and perhaps tidy it up a little bit, and especially the rough edges of the car body filler. And then once I'm happy with it, the final thing to do is to give it a good oiling, because as it is at the moment, the plaster will tend to stick to the wood, and if you oil it well before you begin work, then it will release nicely. You can use any sort of oil. This is a bit of 2-stroke oil I've got knocking around, and just oil it up liberally and then leave it for a while, let the oil soak in, and then it will be ready to use. If you'd like to know more about pargeting, then please look at my YouTube channel, Anna Kettle Pargeter.